Hey guys, Fran here from Officially Fran, and today is the day we are going to begin installing or putting together, not installing, putting together one of my geodesic domes. I bought these domes back in, I believe, December, and I have been waiting on the opportunity to find the spot that I wanted to put them in, get a spot cleared out, a whole bunch of other things that had to happen in order for this part here to happen.
Hey, you can do anything that you put your mind to. In love with my passion, I pray that peace finds you. Don't let no one block your life.
What I did was I went and got one of my dome's parts so that I could start putting it together. I plan to put just the first row together, because that'll give me the outline, and once I get that first row I can figure out everything around it. Then I will probably move that frame of the first row over, build the deck, put the first row back on it. So let me show you the parts that come with this. So altogether there are 175 poles here. I think that there are, nope, let me pull the piece of paper out of my pocket and I can tell you exactly. This is the number 1 pole, and there are 30. This is the number 2 pole, there are 50. This is the number 3 pole, there are 64. Number 4 pole, there are 10. The number, get this out of the way. The number 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, there are 2. And then poles number 10, 11, and 12. Hold on, let me show them to you. They're hiding up under here. There we go. Numbers 10, 11, and 12, there are 3 poles. And so for the first part of this frame, the instructions show number 3 twice, then a number 2, number 3 twice, number 2, number 3 twice, number 2, number 3 twice, number 2, and then another set of number 3. So there should be 5 sets of number 3 out here, and I only have 4. So I already know that I need to open this circle up a little more, and so that's what I'm going to do. And you guys can just watch as I try to struggle and get this thing kind of set up. Let's see what we can get done with today. And I'm going to put my mic down and I'm going to go over there to work.
Let it shine through, and the haters gon' hate, but you know exactly what to do.
So these are like the anchor brackets, where you would put the poles through this part, and this part would be anchored down to the ground. So I got to get these open so I can just set them in their spots.
Keep building, we gon' keep living, we gon' keep getting it, we doing it for the children, we gon' keep building, we gon' keep.
So the next thing that I have is these 2 gigantic bags of screws. And one set of screws goes on the bottom row, the other goes from there on up. So here's the thing. The directions, you looking in the right spot? Okay. Now I'm building up this second row, and this is what the directions have. Can you see that? All of those have numbers on them. So instead of trying to screw each part, I am going here on this small row, and I'm going to lay those pipes out first, because it only makes sense. It goes 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and I think the easiest way for me to even get this done is to first lay out the pipes and then go back. All right, so I got all of those laid out. And so what you do now is you go 2, 3.
We gon' keep getting it, we doing it for the children, yeah.
Okay guys, I am back and it is day 2. And as you can see, I took everything apart, cleaned the area, kind of moved it over, because once I set it up yesterday, I could tell that I didn't want it further this way. So I am back to starting at square one, which after doing it, because I was so confused at looking at this diagram, but after doing it, now I got a real good understanding of it. So taking it apart and putting it back together is just like, it's really easy. So the bottom layer, which is the bottom part, that's the part that's going to sit on the ground. It is made up of 3s and 2s. Now you got this crazy little map right here. Let me bring it in close. You see it? I'm going to put a better one of that on the screen. But it is made up of 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, all the way back around, and you end up with a 3 and a 3. Now, that's the part that lays down. Now we're going to work on the first triangle that sits up like this. And this triangle is made out of, it's made out of 2, 4, then it's going to be 4, 2, then it's going to be 3, 3. And that's going to be the pattern all the way around. The ridge to that triangle goes 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, all the way around. So if you do the first part at the bottom and screw the nut on, you end up having to take the nut back off, because then you have to put on that 2 and that 4. And then you have to put one on the top. So I don't have any nuts on. I just have all of the pieces sitting where they're supposed to go. So I am going to relay out my 4s and 2s so that I have triangles all the way around in front of them. Then I am going to figure out a way that I am attaching with all of the poles on before I put the nut on the first time. And I think that what I have to do is attach my triangles and then attach the one at the top of the lid. So I'm going to put the triangle together and put the one that's going on the top. Let the top one swing down, and then because that one can't be attached, because now the next row going up will go to that. I think that that's going to work, and that'll allow me to attach once. So let me lay out these 4s and 2s and just keep up with me, y'all.
DIY do it yourself, huh? Hey, DIY do it yourself, huh? We on the farmstead, doing what we gotta do to get ahead. We not just camping, call it glamping, got it looking like that.
First of all, you use the shorter, which are the 35mm screws, on this bottom row. But here's where you stacking them on. This is a 3, this is a 3, this is a 2, and this is a 4. This is going to stand up and make the first part of my triangle. And so this now can get its bolt. I'm just not going to tighten it down. So I put a washer on there. Then I'm going to put the nut on there. That's the bolt that's already there. And then we're going to go from there. And hopefully this works.
Luxury, the way the universe loving me. We got chickens in the coop. DIY learn how to do anything you want to. Believe in self to make the move. Yo, that's cool. Independence at its best. Yes, I can admit it that we blessed. No stress. This ain't checkers, it's chess. You want more out of life than gotta say it with your chest.
So the door should be right there. And because I don't have the door, it's not standing up. So I'm going to put something there so that I can keep going.
DIY do it yourself, huh? Hey, DIY do it yourself, huh? We on the farmstead, doing what we gotta do to get ahead.
So here I'm going to put together another section. There's my 2 bottoms. That's that 4 that's going up for the other side. This one is also going up to make that triangle. So now we have 3 of these on here, but we need 4. And then it comes with this one. So we lay this one down so that it's kind of flat looking. And it goes just like this. So now what we have is 4 of these on this. So now I'm going to put the washer on, and I'm going to put this nut on. I'm not going to put it on tight. I'm just putting it on there to hold everything in place for me so that I can show you the next part. I'm going to take this apart so that I can show you, because it looks like I missed half of this. So this piece right here is my top piece that I just had hanging out. Here's my bottom piece. I got 4 on there and 4 on here. That's my 2 and my 4 and my 4 and my 2. So now when I take these and I stand this up, take my nut, my screw and put it through the back. Then I take the 3 from on that side, making this top part here. Then I am going to grab myself another 3, because I got to make another one of these to keep going, because each one of these should have 4 of them on it. So I'm just going to sit that there, put this nut on here loosely, and when I stand the next one up, all I'm going to do is stand this up and keep going. So you put all of the pieces on. First you have to lay them out. Once you get them laid out and you start to stand them up, it really starts to make sense. And there you go. Door and door. So this is too wide, but as you can see, this whole thing is now And that was something special, y'all. Let me straighten you up. Here's what row 1 looks like once it's all completed and standing up. The space there is where the door will go, and my extra set of hands, which I'm using that rain barrel. So now with the second row, I've added on the 2 that it called for. What'll happen next is once I get all of these on, I'll come back with the flat bars again. But here's what'll happen. I'll be raising these up to here and adding the flat bars all the way around, and then I'll have 2 rows done, if that makes sense to you. Fortunately, when I moved the camera, I forgot to hit record, but this is what row 2 completed looks like. I am hot, I am tired, and I need a break. So I will see you in the next video where we do rows 3 and close up rows 4 and finish this install. Thanks for watching Fran at Officially Fran. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.